That's kind of embarrassing. I'm just sitting here talking away. There's so many buttons I got to press just to get this live stream going. And I always forget something, whether it's unmuting the microphone or starting this or stopping that. I forget. I'm sitting here talking. I've been talking for 2 minutes. Anyhow, what's up, MK? What's up, Kate? Good to see you. No, Kate, I have not seen that video. I got a notification that they were doing a live stream, Buccaneers were, but I never got a chance to watch it. So how's everybody doing? I'll tell you what, it's been another boring week. We had a little bit of news. We had, what's up, Bundy? How you doing, brother? We had a little bit of news. We got Will Gholston re-signed. Can you believe that? I don't know, man. I do not understand this team. And then we signed a offensive lineman. Oh, gosh, what was his name? I've got it here. Hold on one second. Offensive lineman, he was played with the Cincinnati. Lorenz Metz is from Germany. 6'9", 310 pounds. Now, DeMar Dotson, our right tackle for many years, he was 6'9", 315 pounds. He was a big dude. This guy's just as big. The guy came in, he was signed last year. Somebody signed him and then the Giants signed him, but he ended up not playing any snaps. He's from I didn't know that they had football in Europe anymore, but apparently they got a league over there, and he's from that league. Something. Maybe it was college. Not sure. Anywho, what's up, David? What's up, Scott? Anywho, that just throws the draft, everything back in the mix, man. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. We do not know what's going to happen. Anybody that says they know what the Buccaneers are going to pick are lying through the teeth because they're just like, we've got plenty of needs, but they're like sprinkling dudes in all over the place to make you go, well, we don't really, that position's kind of full now. I mean, how many offensive linemen we got? But I think besides Haynes, we've only got one guy. I think it was the guy we got from the Giants who's got any experience at center. I mean, Stinny's gone, Leverett's gone. Yeah. Don't know. You think he's just camp bait? Practice roster guy. Yeah. I'm still, man, I was big into edge first, but now I'm like, and I say this all the time, you can't go wrong drafting the trenches. I mean, you can go wrong, but it's a good philosophy. Get the good guys in the trenches. And man, are we going for a center? If I had to pick a position on threat of my life, I would say center. It's what it looks like they're going for. But then again, I said it looked like they were going for an edge, and then we go pick up Gregory. It's like, so now our edge need is not as important, as needy. I still want an elite rusher. I mean, Gregory's not bad. I just think he's going to be a rotational guy. We got enough rotational guys. Although Bowles loves to rotate everybody. I mean, the only people he doesn't rotate is the safety, linebacker, inside linebacker, and the two cornerbacks. Everybody else, full rotation. You're lucky if you get 50% of the snaps. He's just a practice roster guy. I know, but he's too tall. We don't need tall linemen with Baker. 6'9". Baker would have to squat to look through his legs to be able to see the field. 6'9". You think we're going, oh, okay, I heard you got a new truck, man. Ford F-150 XL. Nice. What year was it you said? 2000. Where was it? 2016. All right, that was a good year, right? Ford's had some engine troubles there for a while. It's a good truck, man. What's up, D? I never did get a chance to see Kamara, watch any film on him. Still got my note right here. Where is it? Can't read it. It's too much light. Anyhow. Thank goodness. Let me do this. Turn off the light. There it is. Watch NFL film on Kamara. It says on Kamara. Let me turn this light off too. There we go. Watch NFL film room. Kamara. Never got around to it though. I will do it though. It's on my list. If it gets on my list, I get it. I get it done. Guess who's back? Back in. What's up, Beast? Gregory does best with a few snaps. Yeah, well, when I watched him in the Super Bowl, I mean, he looked fine to me. But he only played like 20% of the snaps. I just trimmed my beard up and put some new beard oil on it. It's looking frizzy. Don't look like I did a good job. How's everybody doing? You know, with Will Gholston re-signing, they didn't sign him last year until like the start of training camp. And I thought they were going to do that again this year. Just see what they need, and if they need him, back up, re-sign him. I think they're trying to confuse everybody as to what their draft strategy is going to be. You know, the Buccaneers love to do that. They love to be sneaky. Big sneaky team. And I think they're getting all these guys just to make because it's doing it to me. I'm going, why are we picking this guy up? Why don't we just draft somebody? Okay, you like Gholston? I like him too. I like him as a person, and I like him as a player. But he ain't going to win us Super Bowls. Oh, yeah, I read that, Al, about where because he's an international, they got some kind of international exchange thing in the NFL. So he doesn't count towards the 90-man roster in the offseason. Oh, man. David, you got Modelo? Molly just went up to the store, and I meant to have her grab me something, but I forgot. Hey, Tom, what's up? Well, I listened to that podcast, the Loose Cannons podcast. I was able to get it in while I was showering. Yes, I take hour-long showers. Yeah, that's true, Kate. You know, and that's the fun part about the draft is it's just like a football game. You never know how it's going to turn out. You might think you know going into it. That's why I like all these mock drafts. You know, you watch all these professionals do it, and they're never right because there's so much stuff that goes on, you know, trades and then people taking weird picks and stuff that just throws everything out of whack. Usually right off the bat. Tom, you think they're going to take center specifically? You don't think they're going to take offensive linemen? Yeah, that seems to be the MO in the NFL. Is, you get a tackle, a really good college tackle, and you put him at center or guard. Godwin plus 2025 first for an upper half first, maybe third or fourth. I don't know. Is there really anybody that we want that bad? Because, with Frazier and JPJ, Powers Johnson, can they play any other positions? If you draft a tackle or a guard, they've normally played tackle or guard at some point, switch spots in their career. But center, some of those guys, they don't play tackle. So would it be better to get an offensive lineman that could play everywhere? Beard's bothering me. Looking ragged. Oh, I didn't know that. All NFL practice squads will include at least one international player starting in 2024. Huh. I had no idea. Did they just announce that? Was that last week? Is it that important, David? I mean, do we want to jump up to get JPJ or somebody? I can see the Patriots doing that. Well, Belichick's not there anymore. He would trade with us. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, Tom. They said a lot of the stuff we've been saying here for 2 weeks. Yeah, to see Barton can play just about anywhere on the offensive line. Yeah. The loose goofballs. Mock did play center in college. Did he? I did not know that. I probably did know that and I forgot it. What's up, UK? Been on vacation. That's right. That's nice, man. What'd you do? Where'd you go? Yeah, I'll tell you, if they got rid of Godwin, that would upset a lot of people. Oh, it was the ESPN story? Let me see. Oh, that was September last year. I had no idea. International Player Pathway Program. I don't get it. What are we doing? Did David still have Mock try out at left tackle or left guard? You trying to get these guys back in their spots, man. I don't know, MK, if we're going to do 2 shows or not next week. As it stands right now, we're just going to do the live for the draft. Might skip the Tuesday show. Yeah, I mean, it's good argument there, David. But like I said, it'd make a lot of people mad if you got rid of Godwin. UK, I don't think JPJ is going to be there. I really don't. Like Tom was saying, there's so many teams that need centers specifically. Pittsburgh, Miami, Seattle, Philadelphia, of course. They just lost their great center, so they're going to try to replace him. Barton, but see, with the D-line, that's the thing. With us getting Gholston back, we don't really have a hole on the defensive line now. You know? I mean, we got all of our positions filled, but they're with just guys, you know? We don't have these elite players. I want some elite players. Oh, both of them, Tom, both of them have played guard? Okay. So that makes them, they're able to fill two positions. So, okay, that would make sense. Kate, I pushed for Mock last year in the draft. And then the guy I wanted the year before ended up going to the Browns, and then they cut him after like 4 weeks because he was just so bad. Or he had attitude problems or something. I'm not very good at this. You went back and saw some fans in the UK. Yeah, they got a great group over there, man. UK Bucs, all those guys. That's good, man. That's great. I need a vacation. I'm gonna take one. Go see the Bucs. That's interesting, David. We'll see. We'll see. You'd have to find a trade partner, though. You think somebody would do that for Godwin? Yeah, it does, UK, it does seem like that every year. And we still got a week to go. A lot can happen. Some of these elite guys, it seems like every year. That's how we got Warren Sapp. I'm just saying. Things happen. They fall through the cracks. Package Britt and swap for their first. Stewart, you want Stewart. Everybody wants Grant back. Give us our Stewart back. Wow, we're subdued. I didn't know that, Kate. Well, y'all, I know soccer fans are crazy. Oh, man. You got family back in the UK, Prince? That's so weird, Tom, you said that because when they first started off, the Loose Cannons, they were really hard to listen to, but I could tell they've really gotten better. I don't know who the main guy was that was talking, but he's really worked a lot on his presentation. But yeah, them just making fun of Stank is just kind of cringy all the time. I'm like, do they really not like this guy or something? It's like everything he says, or they'll just come out of left field and just be like, Stank, you're stupid, or something. It's like, it kind of weirds me out, man. But that's funny that you say he's the one with football IQ and the other two goofballs are just cheerleaders. Oh, Godwin and a future first. Okay, I didn't catch that. Yeah. Okay, well, do we want to go that route? I don't know. Exception of Philadelphia fans. I've seen a lot of fights though, man. Rest of the world doesn't even know what kind of crack Philly is on. They got their own stuff. They got that new horse tranquilizer stuff, Xenazol or whatever it is. Literally. Have you ever, Kinston Avenue? I think that's the name of it. Go on YouTube and video Kensington Avenue. Just type that in and watch it. These people are, it used to be fentanyl was the drug. Now it's xylazine. I mean, these people are just messed up. I mean, they just like stand there and they got sores all over them and stuff like that. Philly, man. I don't know. That's cool. You got family over there, man. Everybody left for the Americas, huh? Oh, I don't remember that UK Prince. We tried to trade up for that center. Kansas City stole, and then we drafted for Trask. I guess we had to pick somebody, right? Trask was always playing. Yeah, it's true, Tom. We don't have anybody that could take his place. I mean, you need a wingman for Mike Evans, and that's Godwin. We've done pretty good at center over the past decade or so. Logan Mankins and then Big Red. Those two guys are just beasts. Mankins, I would say, was a better center, just physically. And he was tough. I mean, he was a fighter. But nobody is as annoying as Big Red was. My favorite thing was him getting Gerald McCoy his first personal foul penalty when he was with the Panthers. And he pissed Gerald McCoy off so bad that Gerald McCoy hit him. He got flagged. This is Gerald McCoy we're talking about, the guy that was notorious for helping other players up, helping other teammates up, helping other team players up. Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Teddy Bear. And Big Red got him so mad, he punched him. I'll tell you, watching all 22 of him was so much fun. You could have made a show of, like mic'd up with just him. And it would have been, well, rated R for sure, but it would have been entertaining. He just annoyed the heck out of guys. Not the best center in the world, but his attitude made up for it. Logan Mankins, though, he was great. But ever since he got his knee busted up, he hasn't been the same. Godwin, he hasn't been the same. I mean, he does not playing poorly, but he's not playing near as aggressive as he used to. I don't feel. But then again, it could have been a lot the game plan as well. Is that who it was, Sammer? Yeah, he's definitely improved quite a bit from back in the day. What does the big board have us doing? Anything interesting? Has there been any changes? Let's see. Who they got number one? Marvin Harrison Jr. still. And they got Malik Neighbors going third now. Man. So they've got Caleb Williams going second. And then not another quarterback until 6. And that's Jaden Daniels. Drake May at 7, though. All right, let's see. Graham Barton. They got us taking Barton now. I don't know. What was that draft site we did the mock draft on? Closing out windows, I don't mean to. Draft simulator. We're all over the board. Everybody across the league, I'm watching all these. They got us picking everybody. They from wide receiver, tight ends. The only thing I haven't seen anybody so far say we're going to pick is quarterback. But cornerback, linebacker, offensive line, center, defensive line, everywhere. Nobody knows what we're going to do. Except Al Bundy. He got 7 predictions right in the score last year. You know he knows. You know he knows. And now I've lost it again. Oh, here it is. Al knows who we're going to draft there. He's got it all figured out. Oh, that's his main talent as a graphic artist? You think we'll take Graham Barton? Kate, you seen someone have us pick a quarterback? But knowing this group, we might. Who knows? So, Pro Football Network, that was where we did the live draft? Mock draft simulator. You're right, Tom. You were correct. I bet, Kate. I bet you were mad. You were like, y'all don't know what you're talking about. They don't like your boy, Baker Mayfield. No, Al changed his pick from Chop. Yeah, no, Al picked. Let me see. I'd have to look in the email. He changed it with Gholston getting signed. Yeah, he thinks it's going to be an offensive lineman in 26. Not happy with it. Probably Zach Frazier. Yeah. Nobody predicted us picking Cansey last year. You know what? I think Pewter Report said they did on one of their 50 mock drafts. I gave them a hard time, but they do a pretty decent job at that stuff. Enter solo draft. I really have no idea what we're going to do. I really don't. Here's my prediction. I think we're going to trade down. That's what I think. I'd rather us trade up because that's exciting. And that means we've got somebody we want. I hate trading down, especially out of the first round. Because then you don't get anything. You stay up all night and you're like, we don't even get to see a pick. But I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to trade down. I don't think there's really anybody we want that bad. That'll be available at 26. If I had to guess, that's what I would say. I said we trade down. Can't remember who it was I said. I think it was the Chargers. Trade down with the Chargers. Let them jump up, catch a wide receiver. And then we take Frazier or somebody. Verse. I tell you what, it is a toss up, and loose cannons were talking about this. You know, an edge rusher or an offensive lineman. You know, which one's more important? Which one do you need more? All that good stuff. And if you get an edge rusher, like they were saying, it helps your secondary out. But you can't. You got to have a good offensive line. I mean, we saw how many times did Hainsey and Mock just totally ruin plays. I mean, I'd say 10 times a game, consistently. One of those two was falling on the ground, missing blocks or something. You know, you got to have a good offensive line. But man, I'm tired of no pass rush without the blitzing. I'm tired of it. This is tough, man. This is tough. Oh, Light's having an announcement right now about what? They're going to pick a wide receiver, make me mad. You know, a wide receiver would not make me as mad as a cornerback. I don't think there's anything that would make me more furious than picking a cornerback. in the first round. What's up, Adam? Well, Adam, at least we got rid of our run game or offensive line coordinators, who me and Molly have both been saying since year one they were here. We're like, man, they need to go. Wow, one out of 200 drafts, only one picked Kancey. Huh. That way, you see, I think that was a good pick. I liked him. He really showed a lot of promise. And this year, he's going to be bigger and stronger. And really, that was his only weakness that I saw. One thing I really liked about Kancey, it's probably my favorite thing. I mean, if you're talking about physical athletic attributes, it was definitely his hands. But the thing I liked most about Kancey was he made plays when it mattered. When it was third down, he'd make a play. You liked that. You don't want guys making plays on first down or in first quarter when it doesn't really matter. You want guys to step up when it is going to make a difference. Yeah, we got to do something about this run game for sure. I saw Rachaad White talking about that in his presser. What's up, Clack? Where you been, man? Best available trade down. So you're good with trading down. You see, I like it strategically, but I hate it because you end up staying up all night to watch your team pick at 26. It's midnight, and then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, guess what? You don't get a pick tonight. You should have not even watched. Go to bed, you dummy. But yeah, that's what I think. As it stands right now, it would make sense for them to trade down. I just don't see anybody that late in the draft, in the first round, that we can't get in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Unless one of these elite guys falls to us. Like I said, it's happened before. Warren Sapp, thank you. Tom, stop. You think that was his ceiling last year? We'll see, man. We'll see. That's crazy, Tom. I didn't know that. I didn't know nobody picked Kancey. I swear Pewter Report said that they picked him. Oh, look at Al. Al's going way back. That's great, man. Al will find the information. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up. Kancey was a dark horse. To the bottom of this link, live chat. 24 days before the draft. Okay. How did you find that so quick, Al? Did you have this already queued up? That's hilarious. Now, how many people did you put out there? You want to trade down, Tom? Okay, so Clack wants to trade down. Tom wants to trade down. I'm good with it. It aggravates me on draft night. I was crazy good at these predictions, man. I'm going to start calling you Nostradamus. What about that? Yeah, right. Yeah, the Logan Hall thing was not a good indicator of our player evaluation for sure. Wilson? That's what Kate was saying. Saw somebody saying we were going to take a quarterback. I was like, what? Yeah. I like Baker's moxie too. I mean, he can do it. We went pretty far this year. I mean, we were a top 10 team with him. You know, not the best quarterback in the world as far as your mechanics and all that good stuff, decision making and everything, but he's got that moxie. And it seems like just from what you can read between the lines, from all the BS that people say, he seems to be pretty good in the locker room. So those things are important, man. The intangibles. Peyton Wilson just to block Carolina. Can't go wrong with that strategy, too. What are the teams in our division going to do? What is Carolina going to do, everybody? What do we think? What are they going to draft? God, they have so many needs. Do they even have a first-round pick? I tell you, man, I'm going for the rest of my life. Remember this draft, if for no other reason than Carolina legitimately earned the overall first pick in the draft. And they couldn't, because they traded it away for a high school quarterback. Oh my gosh. Okay. They got a first round pick somewhere, don't they? No. I should know that, but all right. The Falcons are picking 8th. Ooh, so we don't really care what the Panthers are going to do. Are the Falcons going to pick offensive linemen? Inside linebacker in the first round? That would be... could cover in theory. Yeah, Devin White could cover in theory, too. I know, right? It does not matter what Carolina does at all. It makes me so happy the way their whole situation is over there. It's going to be years of glorious watching them wallow in the mud. All right, so the Falcons now. Falcons is a different story. Falcons got a crap ton of talent. Now they got new coaches. Defensive-minded coach, too. Yeah, they did with Devin White. Maybe they learned their lesson from it. You think they're going to take a receiver? The Falcons. You don't think offensive lineman? Gosh, they got enough receivers, don't they? I mean, their skill positions are pretty set, if you ask me. The Orlando Ostriches? Yeah, I watched Jackson Kruger. He formed his own expansion team 3 years ago. I haven't known that. I'm going to have to check that out. Obviously don't watch him enough. Yeah, good point, David. Yeah, it's surprised all 7 of their draft picks will be wide receivers. That's how they do it. You can't get enough of the skill guys. Who is the most dynamic player in this draft? I mean, the guy that's going to get the most media attention. Is it going to be Marvin Harrison? Is it going to be one of the quarterbacks? Drake May? I mean, what player is going to be the cynosure? He's going to just suck up all the attention. And that's who Atlanta's going to draft. And then he's going to bomb. I would think Atlanta. Well, I don't know. Their defensive line is pretty hurt now too. Atlanta. They might go for a defensive tackle. They need trench work on both sides of the ball. Atlanta does. Yeah, which one is going to what player in this draft is going to be the crazy guy? You know, the one that there's going to be all the articles written about, and he's going to do silly stuff. MH Jr. No, not specifically at pick 8. I was just thinking, is there any Terrell Owenses in this draft? Guess we won't know till the draft is done, huh? At number 8. I miss the days of when players had a lot of personality, you know. A lot of jerks. But, you know, the Lyle Alzeidas, the Too Tall Jones, Terry Bradshaw, the whole Chicago Bears team. Guys like Terrell Owens. Who was that running back for the Washington Redskins who used to do the press conferences and he would dress up as a different character every time? That was great stuff. You just don't see that anymore. They call it the No Fun League for a reason, right? Clint Portis, yes. Thank you, Adam. Yes. Yeah, that was great, man. That was fun stuff. Hey, remember the coaches, too? Coaches used to be crazy. Playoffs? Or they were who we thought they were. I had so many crazy coaches. Entertaining. Press conferences are so bad now. The players are so boring, too. Yeah, what's the announcement? So Jackson Kruger, is his team made up of players he's drafted before? I mean, has this been like 3 years of players he's drafted? Is that what he's doing? The Orlando Cyclones. Rampage, there you are, man. Oh, great show, right? Ruben, what's going on? No. Don't think so. Not wide receiver. Not at this point. You know, I could see us doing it, especially if some of these guys fall to us. I've seen a couple of mock drafts picking Xavier, but I think we have bigger needs right now, specifically offensive line and edge rusher. But whether the guys that are going to be there at 26 are going to be worth it, I don't know. Don't know. Oh, yeah, he was. People still quote the OG coach, Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's magic. But he came out wearing Deshaun Jackson's gear. That was hilarious. I didn't like Sons of Anarchy. I liked it for the first couple seasons, then it got just a little too weird for me. Deep draft, but are there like elite guys in here? You know, who's going to be the elite pass rusher? Who's going to be the guy we're going to look back on in 3 years and go, look at all these dumb teams that picked, that picked ahead of him and didn't pick this guy. You know, I will be okay with just about any position except cornerback. Us picking first, that'll make me pretty upset, I think, and mainly because it's kind of a boring position. You know, as a film watcher, cornerbacks don't do a lot. You know, it's kind of like wide receivers, but at least wide receivers, you can watch them, how they run their route and juke, and if they're good blockers and everything. Quarterbacks are boring to watch, unless they mess up. Although, I will say, watching my screen didn't freeze, my brain did. I have seen some good quarterbacks that were great to watch on film. Most of it's just boring. So it's basically he's playing like Madden. Jackson Kruger's playing like Madden in franchise mode, but doing it quarterback is a very important position, but and I wish we had better quarterbacks. But I think it's too easy to swing and miss with those guys. I think usually they're generally not very good to start off with, and they don't make the impacts they used to, you know? I think getting an edge rusher would help our cornerbacks more than getting a cornerback. If that makes any sense. Oh, Breaking Bad was awesome. 2 shows I've been watching lately is Shogun. Great show. Big Japanese culture fan. And The 3 Body Problem. I read both the books. Clavell's got great books. Shogun, King Rat, Taipan. Great books. And then The 3 Body Problem, I read that book too. Great book. If you're into science fiction, it's very science-y fiction. I think they did a good job with the show too, considering. I also watched the Chinese version. The Chinese version of The 3 Body Problem had 30 episodes, and they didn't get as far in those 30 episodes as the Netflix version, which is got, I think it's 8 episodes. The Netflix version actually went further in the books than the 30 episode one. The Chinese version was just slow and boring. I think the Netflix one did a pretty good job. I didn't like how they changed some of the characters and stuff. Of course, they got to have all the woke stuff in there, but I think it did a pretty good job. There's actually one character that I started off in there and I couldn't stand, but then halfway or by the end of the show, I really liked. Okay, what are we talking about? Very soon, we're going to compete for the Super Bowl very soon. That's coming from our general manager. Oh, by very soon, he means now. Can't get much sooner than that, right? Oh, I hate watching cornerbacks. Of all the positions, cornerback is probably my least favorite to watch on film. There's just so many ways you could do it. All that really matters is stopping the guy from catching the ball or making the quarterback not throw it there. You got so many different techniques. I like quarterbacks when they suck because they really stand out. I think we're going all in at 2025. That's interesting. So he didn't sound like it was this year. Talking about later. Yeah. Send that email to me, Tom. I'd appreciate it. God, I've been following his channel for years. How have I not known about this? What do we think Mike's going to do this year? You think he's going to have his consistently productive year? Is Mayfield going to target him as much? We talked about that last year and how he just focused on Evans. But after Evans got his 1,000 yards, remember we pointed this out in one of the games. Then he started spreading it around the guys, for like the last few games. So I wonder if he's going to target Evans as much this year. Well, he will because he wants Evans to get another 1,000-yard year. The Bodie, what's up? Yeah, that's what I think too. Mike's just so consistent. He's always been very consistent. I've had him on my fantasy football team every year since he's joined the league. And I'm in a keeper league, and I drop him every year. But come third round, he's still available. I'm like, I'm taking Mike because He's always a consistent 15 points. You know? Vita, yeah. You know, I had high hopes for Vita. You know, one thing I can't stand about that show Shogun out is the main actor, the British guy. I can't. I took Japanese. I can comprehend or hear Japanese a little bit. I mean, this was years and years and years ago. I was big into Japanese culture for a very long time. But the main character, the British guy, I can't understand what he says. I can understand the Japanese people better than I can understand him. And he's so annoying because he's a mouth breather. You know, he's always like that. But I like it. I think they did a very good job with the Japanese culture. Breaking Bad was amazing. Yeah. To win a Super Bowl with Baker, he gonna need some help. And gosh, Rampage, I would so love to find an elite edge guy. You know, we had it in Shaq. Just everybody likes breaking down the cornerbacks with me. And see, I love breaking down long snappers more than I like breaking down cornerbacks. Tom likes quarterback. Browns fans were complaining about Mayfield tunneling too. Yeah, you know. Yeah, he left a lot on the field last year. That's interesting, Kate. I'm going to have to go watch that video, see if I can get a feel for very soon, but not this year. Oh, his voice? Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Tom. Yeah, the voice thing. That's what people were talking about. John Kennedy Jr. or whatever his name is as president. You know, they're like, hey, you know, I'm like, no, he could never be president. Just couldn't because of the voice. It's just a thing, you know. People are like that. Oh, I love Sopranos. Yeah, the thing about The Sopranos was it was very unique when it first came out. You know, you got to remember that was the first. That was at the very beginning of these streaming channels having their own shows. You know, not a lot did that. I think HBO had Oz, and then something else, and then Sopranos. So it was probably their third streaming exclusive show that they produced and stuff. So that was a very new thing. Yeah, new NFL's all about points, Bodie. Yeah. I've said this a gazillion times since we've been on the draft thing. I will never get upset about drafting trenches. Never. You draft an offensive lineman, I'm happy. Draft defensive lineman, I'm happy. Dexter, man, I tell you, first few seasons of that were friggin' awesome. And then what happened? That was so weird. I don't think I've ever seen a show take a nosedive like Dexter did. It got weird. Oh, I've never seen Hell on Wheels. Now, see, David, I'm one of the few people that I liked the way Game of Thrones turned out, except the last episode when they had all the characters gathered around and they picked what's his face to be. They had like a vote to pick Bran to be the new king. I thought that was stupid. The last episode, maybe the last two episodes. But they did that with Lost too. You know, it's like they have to bring everybody back, and all the main characters have to have their farewell tour or whatever. But I liked the last season of Game of Thrones. I really loved when Daenerys snapped and torched the place. I actually jumped up. I was like, yes, because I did not want them to make her out to be the good guy, because I thought she was crap. I didn't like her. So that's why I would say Dexter dived harder than Game of Thrones. Although I can understand why people were upset. I think a lot of people were upset that Daenerys did not become queen. Daenerys was boring until she snapped. She just annoyed me so much with her Messiah complex. You know, she was just, just so aggravating. When she snapped, I jumped up. I was like, yes, thank you. You just spoiled the ending. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another good defensive tackle either, D. But with us re-signing Gholston, where are we going to put him? What would we'd have like 9 defensive tackles on our team. Oh man, the Joffrey days. Woo! There's been very few actors or actresses that have made me hate them as much as he did. That was great acting. And for him, he just quit acting. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to go to school. But what was he, like becoming a veterinarian or something? But I can imagine, he did such a good job that he probably gets harassed in the streets. Probably why he quit acting. Because, man, he was, oof, I couldn't stand him. Right, yeah, Rampage, yes. Yeah, that's how I felt. They're just like, come on, please stop. And then when she snapped and torched everybody, I was like, okay, thank you. Good job. Right, yeah, D. But are there any? That's what, it's really been on my mind. Are there any dynamic players in the first round that are going to be available at our pick? Don't know, man. Don't know. You got Chop. I guess you could say all these guys you're taking a chance with, because you never know how they're going to turn out in the NFL. But I haven't looked and seen anybody that just really stands out and you go, oh, wow, this guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, yeah, that's the boring thing about drafting offensive linemen, because they're boring. I love watching them, but they don't score points. You never see them do anything. You don't like Chop either, do you? Yeah, yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr., of course. Well, I was talking about, once you get out of the top 15, there just aren't guys that you're going to reliably be able to go, this guy is going to be a day one dynamic starter. JPJ, Barton, Frazier, right? But the only ones that are going to see how good they are is us people that watch all 22. Verse. Did we watch Verse a couple weeks ago? I know we watched Latu and Chop. Yeah. And them re-signing Gholston just really threw me for a loop. Just like them, we picked up another offensive lineman. We drafted we picked up two a couple weeks ago. We got the cornerbacks. We got a safety. We're shoring up every position, almost like we're going into the draft. Just like, we'll just get whoever. Which I want some good players. Verse and Kamara were 1 and 2 in pressures. Chop only had 4 sacks, 6 sacks total. Yeah, when you told me that, Tom, the other day, I was like, what? I had to go check. Dang. How in the world is he predicted to go in the first round with stats like that? Don't know. Clinton Portis. That was crazy. He had some crazy press conferences. Let's do fast. Let's do normal. Caleb Williams, Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, Marvin Harrison Jr. It looks like that's how it's going to play out. There's going to be some trades, though, in the top 3. Top 5, anyhow. Adonai Mitchell, he's gone. Chop's gone. Let me see. Pick 52. Now, see, I would take this. I would take this trade. Let's accept. See what happens. Oh, Jared Verse was there. Yep. Buffalo just got him. Jackson Powers Johnson just went. Holy crap. I wasn't even looking, man. All right, redo. Can we redo? Zach Frazier's gone. This was horrible. I made a big mistake. Oh, Seattle's 2025 first round pick. That's not bad. Oh, man. Hey, there's Malachi. Adisa Isaac. Anybody? Chris Baswell. Trey Benson. Let's restart. I'm going to pay attention this time. Oh, I'm not paying attention. League Neighbors is gone. They got the Saints taken. Verse and Latu are gone. Jackson Powers Johnson is gone. I'm not taking any picks. Chop Robinson. Adonai Mitchell. TJ Tampa. Dang it. Frazier's there. 32. Gotta go. Oh, man. You gotta go with Chop, right? I know, Tom. Stats aren't there, but Xavier Worthy, I've seen him gone to us in quite a few mocks. Is Barton there? Gosh, that's such a reach for Frazier, though. I'm gonna do it. Yeesh. Penix is still on the board. Wow. Tom, when you do this, do you do all the trades and stuff? Okay. We can get Penix. There's Malachi Corley. What about Braylon Trice? Anybody know anything about him? From Washington? He's a third rounder. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He might still be there in the third, huh? We don't want Penix. What about Morgan? Yeah, I don't think he's going to last to 42 either. So I'm saying, if we don't get him at 26, we're going to have to trade into the Not too far down if we want to get him. Illinois defensive tackle. First pick was Frazier. Who was the Illinois defensive tackle? Yeah, what was his name? Take Phoenix? Yeah, Frazier's a reach at 26 for sure. All right, let's take Phoenix. Nope. I forgot I could search for defensive tackles. Benson up, tight end. Malachi Corley's still there. If he's still there, I'm going to get him. Oh, he's gone. You should be doing this, Tom. We should do a screen share or something. Leonard Taylor, Florida, Miami. Isaac Guerrero. Let's see Trey Benson. He's gone. So how you spell? Oh, Kamara. We can get him later. Let's put him in our back pocket. Oh, look, you can take notes. Taylor. Yeah, the 32 with Frazier. Yeah, that's about where I thought too. In the 30s. Yeah, outside linebacker, they could generate pressure. It's 2 from Yale. That's funny. Johnny Wilson. Kieran. Kingley's. Okay. Kingley's. Nope, he's gone. Kieran, I'm not going to do that guy. This one out of Yale. The tackle. Yeah, that Tom, I think that's what they're going to do in real life, Buccaneers. Trade down and get Frazier. Man, aren't none of these guys on my list? See, I could not be general manager because I just would go, what? Nobody on my list is here. What do I do? Just take somebody. Johnny Wilson. Oh yeah, I remember him. 6 foot. I thought he was 6'9", 6'7". Is he going to get drafted? Oops. 95. We could take him. You want to take him? Johnny Wilson or Leonard Taylor? So, Tom, some of these mock drafts, JPJ falls real far. You know, you just never know. Let's do sweep or sweat. Oh, we should have went with Taylor, huh? Stop. Oh, it's on us again. Dang, I did not know. Who were we taking at 92? We said somebody. Kamara, that's right. 187. Let's wait another round. You don't think it'll be available at 32? They got him at 187 here. Yeah, I think Trotter's already gone here. Yeah. What round are we in? Round 3? So we got 187, 182. Both of them were pretty big reaches. All right, we'll do Kamara. And then go for Liafu. Trotter already got picked up. Yeah, I've heard about the JPJ with his neck. Didn't he have surgery? Something. And it reminds me of, was it a couple years ago where there was all these rumors out about somebody had neck surgery and come to find out it wasn't true? And it was released so that he would fall in the draft. Where's Jerry Rice's kid? Brendan? Is it 131? Tip? Just the tip? What's our next pick? 220? Yeah. All right. We're reaching high for all of our players. Oh, there goes Malik. Pittsburgh hot on Frazier, huh? Dylan Laub. Oh, Jerry Rice's kid's gone now. Hey. Laub's gone too. What is it about Frazier that Pittsburgh is hot after? Did somebody just get Carindo? It's because we're reaching and leaving spots open. So that's why we got to get Duck Store. I know. We'll pick him last. Yep, he's still there. All right. Man. Cam Little. All right. We get one more player, and then we're taking Storm Duck at the end. Inside linebacker. Omar Spates. Jackson Mitchell. None of these names sound familiar. Rice is already gone. What about Abraham? Micah Abraham. We're getting Storm Duck. No, I think Riemann was there. No, I thought I saw him. Yeah. We could have gotten Rice in the fourth, I think. See, we're gonna. I don't want to get two cornerbacks. We're getting Storm Duck with our last pick. Oh, that would make sense, Tom. Yeah, they're right there. West Virginia, Pittsburgh. Uh-huh. I'm glad you're alive too, MK. And I'm glad I'm alive to share the world with you. Okay, what do we got? Let me see. We got a center, quarterback, defensive tackle, edge, linebacker. We're going to pick a cornerback last. What about a tight end? Any tight ends we like? No. We got for a wide receiver. The Dietrich. What? Bub? Here's a bub. How about running backs? We never talk about running backs. Frank Gore Jr. And he's not even ranked. 478. Woof. Dang. Storm Duck, baby. Yes, Joe Milton. Gone. No, have not picked a running back or a tight end. Safeties? Nope. Tight end from Illinois? Nope. We're not doing the best here. Any kickers? Okay. Vidal? From Troy. Developmental punter. Developmental long snapper, man. Frank Crum. Illinois tight end is taken. We've got the only offensive lineman we got is Zach Frazier. You want to go with Frank Crum? Wyoming? I'm good with it. Yeah, I looked at the running backs. I didn't see anybody that. Somebody said Milton. That's sad. Frank Gore Jr. is down here at 478. His dad's probably like, son, you disappointed me. Okay with the philosophy, man. Let's look at guards. Dylan McMahon, North Carolina State. Prince Pines. Setuaya Lamua. I'd pick him just because he sounds Pacific Islander. Okay. I'm gonna take a vote. It's gonna be a two-parter. We got running back. We've got tight end, guard, tackle. How about that? Laumia. Yes. Offensive guard from Utah. I think we should take him. Like I said, sound like a Pacific Islander. Running back from Washington. Dylan Johnson. okay. You think 4 of our 7 picks are going to be on the trenches, huh? Drake Nugent, son of Ted, for real? Is he for real, Rampage? No. We already got a center there. I'd pick him just for being the son of Ted, dude. Looks like we're going guard. Okay. So, Satu Liamu. Sounds good to me, right? Oh, you just messing with him. All right. And then Storm Duck. Pick 318. It'll be tight. Hope nobody picks him. Gotta get Storm Duck. Oh my gosh. Yeah. 246 is a done deal. Muhammad Kamara, 6'1", 248. The RAS is 7.99. That's pretty good. 6'1" though, that's kind of small. Yeah, not real happy with second or third round pick. This is gonna be an interesting draft, man. Well, really, the second round pick. I didn't like that picking Phoenix. I think in real life, though, Baker Mayfield probably wouldn't have a problem with it as long as we went to him and said, look, this is a development project. You're not going to be here forever. Because I don't know, man. He's probably a little shell-shocked from what happened in Cleveland. Just out of nowhere. Guess what? We're replacing you. But do we want Trask pushed out though? Baker's gone in 2 years. Yeah, what's his contract? 2 years guaranteed, right? That's all that ever matters. So. Wears number 60 as a nose tackle. But when he had the chance? Trask. 400-pound nose tackle? Oof. Yeesh. Al, where you at? You still here, man? No, Trask hasn't shown up at all, but like I said, he really hasn't had a chance. I mean, he was behind Brady. You know, you ain't never going to get to play then. And then lost out to Baker Mayfield in the offseason. All right, guys, I got to get off here. Go get something to eat. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Next week, if nothing comes up this week to do a live show about, might not have a Tuesday live stream. Instead, we'll just do Thursday during the draft. So keep an eye out. I'll post something on YouTube. Let everybody know what the plans are. Yeah, big day next week. Start Thursday. So, guys, I appreciate it. And we're going to do this thing, man. We're going to do this thing. We're going to win it. We're going to win it all. Super Bowl, all the way. We're going to win the offseason and the regular season. No, we're going to win the offseason, the preseason, and the regular season. And then win the postseason. We're going to win all the season. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. And until next time, go Bucs.